Don't forget the good I did. My work. My deeds. My books. Read my books, Mark.
For those wondering what Omni-Man was talking about when telling Mark to read his books in the 4th episode of Invincible Season 2, there's a good explanation for all of it. So to give you a little bit backstory, Nolan Grayson ended up living in self-imposed exile on the planet Thraxa. There, he quickly became the natives' ruler and married a woman named Andressa, and had a son named Oliver Grayson. It doesn't take long for the Viltrumites to find him and his new family, however. Not even Mark's help is enough to fight the Viltrumites. Now let's get to the important bit.
My books. Read my books, Mark.
But what exactly does that mean? Well, the answer lies within the comics themselves. So for those who want to wait until the show reveals all, then stop watching the video. And for those who want to watch it, stick around. As Nolan Grayson was carted away, he mentions his old books to his son. These very same books were actually glimpsed earlier in the episode as Debbie looked to give them away. It turns out that these books actually contain some important discoveries from earlier in Nolan's life before reaching Earth. Actual threats to the Viltrumite people. One of the 2 books seen in the show is The Man with the Invincible Gun. Despite its faux details, this tale is actually about an alien named Space Racer whose gun can both hurt and kill Viltrumites. Nolan first confronted Space Racer 100 years ago, defeating and burying him under rubble alongside his fancy gun. The other book was Savage Planet, Savage Beasts, which secretly recounts the existence of an alien race known as the Ragnar. The entire race is strong enough to overpower Viltrumites with ease, though they aren't nearly as intelligent, being more like feral animals than anything. While the Viltrumites may seem unbeatable now, the show is undoubtedly going to start to unravel that perception. Starting with those books. Those won't be the only keys to defeating the colonizing super race. This includes poison from the Klaxus plants, a deadly manufactured virus, extreme levels of heat, and very specific frequencies. Then there's Angstrom, who is bound to discover his own ways to hurt Mark Grayson, using his vast multiversal knowledge. After all, he's bound to have picked up a few tricks. The real question is, which threat will come first for Mark? While he may have just taken a heavy beating by the Viltrumites, Angstrom Levy is undoubtedly going to strike at any moment.